Before sunrise, a mother honey badger leaves her den to search for food for her young. She leaves the safety of the den, heading into the wilderness while her cubs wait behind. Unseen nearby, a massive python guards a hidden clutch of eggs deep.
Then, for just a moment, the python leaves the cave, leaving its eggs completely unprotected.
Following a scent through the grass, the hungry honey badger unknowingly approaches the very same cave. Inside, she discovers something she never expected, a hidden meal waiting in the darkness. One by one, the eggs disappear, giving the mother enough food to return to her waiting cubs. But while she headed home, the python was already returning to the cave. When the python returned, it found its nest shattered and every egg was gone. Then the python caught a scent and followed it out into the wilderness. Driven by the scent of his lost nest, the python followed the trail deeper into the wilderness. The scent grew stronger, and the python knew its target was close. Neither animal could see the other yet, but the distance between them was disappearing fast. Hidden among the rocks, the honey badger finally reached the place she called home. From the shadows, the python watched the den and sensed that its trail had finally led somewhere. Slowly and silently, the python crept closer, while the young cubs remained unaware. The python waited patiently, hidden just beyond the den, watching for its moment. One curious cub wandered a little too far from the den, never knowing what was watching from the grass. Then, a sudden movement in the grass made the little cub freeze. The python emerged from hiding, and the cub finally sensed the danger. The cub scrambled towards safety, but the python was already closing the distance. Inside the den, the mother heard the panic and rushed toward the entrance. For the first time, the two predators faced each other, with the cubs trapped behind their mother. Without warning, the python lunged forward, and the fight began. The honey badger refused to retreat, standing between the python and her young. The python struck again, attempting to overpower the smaller predator with sheer size. But the honey badger was faster than the python expected, and she countered before it could strike again. Wounded and furious, the python pulled back, but it was not ready to give up. For the first time, the python realized that this fight was not going its way. Finally, the python turned away, choosing survival over another dangerous attack. The danger was gone for now, and the mother finally turned her attention back to her frightened cubs. But deep in the grass, the wounded python kept moving, carrying the memory of the fight with it. Far from the den, the python stopped beneath the shade of an ancient tree and finally rested. Back at the den, the honey badger settled beside her cubs, unaware that the danger was still nearby. Then she heard something in the distance, and her instincts told her not to relax. Outside, the grass moved slowly, but the source of the sound remained hidden. The python had stopped following the den, but it was still close enough to watch. For now, the forest fell quiet again, but the story between the two predators was far from over. As the morning grew brighter, both predators settled into silence, each guarding what mattered most. For the moment, the cubs were safe, and their mother stood watch over them. Beyond the trees, the pythons slowly began moving again, heading deeper into the wilderness. Deep in the woodland, the python found a quiet place to disappear from sight.
Back at the den, the mother finally allowed herself to rest beside her 3 young cubs.
After the danger passed, the cubs slowly returned to their playful nature. Curious once again, one little cub stepped toward the entrance, unaware of what the forest had left behind. Nothing moved beyond the den, but the forest was already preparing its next surprise. Slowly, the grass parted, revealing that the python had not gone as far as they thought. The python turned away from the den, leaving the battle behind and disappearing into the wilderness. Behind him, the den grew quiet again, and the mother kept her family close. By midday, the forest had returned to peace, but every creature had learned something from the encounter. Yet somewhere beyond the trees, the python was still alive, slowly recovering from the encounter. Without warning, the python returned, and this time it went straight for the cubs. The python struck first, catching the young cub before its mother could reach it. Fury took over, and the mother honey badger attacked with everything she had. But the python used its greatest weapon, its powerful body, to crush the badger beneath its coils. For a moment, it looked as if the python had finally gained control. Then she found her opening and refused to let it go. Free from the coils, the honey badger turned the fight back in her favor. The python was losing ground, and every step backward brought it closer to defeat. Defeated and exhausted, the python finally chose to run. When the dust finally settled, only 2 cubs remained beside their mother, and the forest fell silent. Did you enjoy this wild encounter? If you did, stay with us for more unforgettable animal battles. Subscribe to Animatix Wild for more incredible stories from the world of honey badgers, pythons, and wild animals.